jannim bita ninno kebale nyaton ko la diamo la men kata honorable Mai Ahmed Fatty ala speak jannim bita ni wala sina nga banko la gilo busale ni aflo ngata ni wata ni la men kata national anthem. Okay, ngal be konton den sita wala be wuli ngana salu diala rek men kata honorable GMC leader honorable Mai Ahmed Fatty. Yo, olemo science standing na humble leader diamola. Nagata honorable Mai Fatty after the anthem.
Rahim. With gratitude to the Almighty Allah, the sustainer of the two worlds and the master of the day of judgment, I salute you all, GMC members and supporters around the world, in the best of greetings. Assalamu alaikum. On this auspicious Monday morning, a glorious day for which we must be thankful, I extend my personal compliments to all of you here at home and across the world in particular, and indeed all Gambians. Our party is growing rapidly. The raison d'etre underlying our rapid growth has to do with the profundity of our distinct political philosophy and how we conduct our politics. We, as members of GMC, believe in the essential principle of restoring morality as a critical component of politics, and that it is possible to practice politics with morality, that morality should be the overarching pillar of our political system, substantially influencing our approach to government and our attitude towards public service delivery. The public sense of morality provides appropriate policy compass to guide our nation in building caring communities based on core values of integrity, honesty, respect, hard work, and mutual help. Our support for the inclusion of moral content in our policies and in the practice of politics does not seem to project the idea of a moral policeman in the political system. We believe the absence of morality as an essential content of politics or the practice of politics had resulted over the years to the degeneration of morality and sense of honesty, integrity, and respect in public service and our general attitude towards service delivery. Therefore, our desire to see politics with morality, or the advocacy of politics with a moral content, is intended to create a citizenry that is conscious of their rights, but also conscious of the need to serve with integrity and honesty, taking the public good into consideration. The GMC is not a moral police, and we do not assert ourselves as the moral custodians of our community or country. Rather, we seek to place the issue of morality at the heart of the political conversation so that our nation will build the moral character of the future for our leaders to give the Gambia that will be the hope of Africa. Our country is at a critical crossroad. We must not only stabilize our economy, we must also stimulate growth and transform the lives of our people. We must render our productive sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, and tourism, our service sector, and critical enablers of development such as infrastructure and energy, so that our people will for once realize the aspirations that they set for themselves as a people and a country. This is the time for all of us as Gambians to rally together, regardless of partisan considerations, and put the nation ahead. We must see this nation as our own and the government as our government. We must continue to engage those in positions of leadership in or out of government to deliver the common good to our people. For GMC, we do not see service in government as service to a system, but rather to the people. The idea that motivated us to return to government was intended to buttress the modest achievements over the years, ensuring that where we can improve, we have a role to play in the improvement. If the assumption of the desired trajectory of our nation is considered undesirable by a section of our community, we have a moral obligation to ensure that the trajectory can be rectified to a direction that would serve the common good of our people. It is always useful to criticize from the outside, but it is even more useful to be in a position to influence the changes that those out of government desire to see within government. The government of Gambia is not owned by any particular individual or political party. It is the embodiment of our national will, and therefore a duty imposed on every Gambian to ensure the success of the government. For the success of our government is not a reflection of the individual achievement of those in government, but the nation as a whole. The failure of any government, regardless of which political party or group dominates it, would be an indictment of the entire nation. A nation and its government must reflect the will of the people. When the people abdicate their responsibility and create a dichotomy between government and the people, it is bad for both the government and the people. When the government creates a dichotomy, creating a cocoon between the government on one side and the people on the other side, it is also bad for the people. Our collective success lies in a harmonious relationship between government and citizens, a feedback mechanism that will reflect the people's wish and desire in government policy, the way it is driven, and the way service is performed for the betterment of our citizens. Our symbiotic relationship we intend to foster and nurture as important members and stakeholders in the Gambia government, supporting the national agenda and the President's vision for a better country. There will always be controversies. Politics is not designed to be perfect, and the political opinion of our citizens and political parties will always differ. But we all be united in the fact that we are all Gambians, and the Gambia belongs to all of us. So as a member of the government, the GMC will continue to serve according to our best conscience, knowing fully well that not all of government actions, policies, and measures would appeal to everybody. It is impossible to satisfy everyone. At the end of the day, one's judgment must be consistent with your best conscience, and that over the long run, honesty, integrity will triumph over Machiavellian considerations. I want to assure all of you, fellow GMC partisans, that I will continue to do my utmost within government to support in the reform agenda, civil service reform, security sector reform, reform of the economy, in order to serve our people, to strengthen our institutions, consolidate our democratic gains, and give Gambians the quality lifestyle that they've been yearning for the past 5 centuries. Since the founding of our republic, this nation went through several political mutations. It is time that we change our attitude, our Gambians, towards our civic responsibilities and see government as public property that requires public participation for public good. In our partisan considerations must be a contest, a battle of ideas, and not a personality war that will destroy the very foundation and fabric of our society, and that will be very unfortunate. At GMC, our politics remains respect for all those who disagree with our position, seek to exercise politics of morality, respect all political leaders, integrate all Gambian ethnic groups into a collective whole, and support our government in its delivery. We will remain loyal to the national cause. We will be supportive of all policies and measures that will take the Gambia forward, and together, working with the presidency, the executive, the National Assembly and the judiciary, to uplift the Gambia to higher heights and develop our human capacity to serve future generations and Africa. On that note, I'd like to thank all of you and to assure you that I can continue to count on your support as fellow partisans, and to urge you to continue to do your best to engage other people who are outside our political party setup as your fellow countrymen and women, seeking for common solutions to the serious challenges our country faces. I will implore all of you to be very respectful and cautious in your discussions, in your writings, and in your utterances in the various fora that we have created for our party and all the other fora that you are members of. For as ambassadors of our party, we must always exercise restraint in our utterances, in our actions, and demonstrate a higher sense of respect and morality that the world emulating by all others who mean well for our country. I will be criticized several times, and there might be serious allegations that have no factual basis against my person and our party. Again, in all those circumstances, I want you to remain measured in your response, appreciating that politics comes with that terrain, and that not everybody will agree with the way we conduct ourselves. The GMC will never attempt to censor public opinion, and we will urge all Gambians to be responsible in their actions towards each other, looking at the greater good of our country, particularly national unity and reconciliation, and the need not to burn the bridges. The politics of the Gambia has changed for good and will no longer be the same. Therefore, it is important that we are able to extend our hands of friendship and solidarity to all those who may not be in our fold through persuasion, dialogue, friendship, and understanding. Those who may be violent in their speech against our party and my leadership must be engaged constructively to understand our position and our vision for our country in a responsible manner, and it would be unacceptable for any member of our party to respond violence for violence, whether in language or action or in concept. We are a peaceful party that loves this country, love Gambians, and are willing to work with all manner of people in our country and outside for the betterment of the Gambia. I want to thank all of you for your support and loyalty. We must continue to build and consolidate our party while serving in government, delivering our impact on not only the National Development Plan, but the entire transitional agenda of the government to see it to fruition. We must remain loyal to the national cause within government, but we must not shy away from the truth and defending principle whenever necessary, and standing on the side of Gambians. Let us remain loyal and truthful to our National Assembly, to our national anthem, ensuring that our actions are guided by justice and inspired by our values we cherished in our country. For the Gambia, ever true. Thank you all, and may God bless our party. May God bless the Republic of the Gambia.
Mata
be ka jalola den kilo moyle men kata ngembe senti lalo mandika kanden kilo lam baraka men fa koto mashallah be kumo moyle otom be ko nyin lola le jam to janni wati do ko teke mbe mobe kontana gambe din kendolu anin GMC fasa lalu anin banko do ku lalu mbal be kontana altonal kontona men kata no nyaton ko la diamoti honorable Mai Ahmed Fatty mbela nga mo nyola seniata andun anyinyata banku din kendo banku do poto e kata je tantinna ndi ko ma tantinne kono ngal be konto assalamu alaikum